Coach, you may have been involved in the first ever coach trade of any All-Star game ever. Just want to get your thoughts on that in your mind. First for you, Leo.
They announced it? Yeah. That you got traded? Yeah.
Sabrina Ionescu has hilarious reaction for Team Caitlin Clark's latest acquisition in WNBA All-Star Game 2025. When Sabrina Ionescu first met the newly appointed HC of New York Liberty in 2022, Sandy Brondello, she had nothing but praise for her. After all, Brondello, then 53, was already a two-time WNBA All-Star, and a three-time Olympic medalist. So, when Ionescu said in an interview after their first game together, "She's been amazing, just learning from her experiences as a player but also as a coach," it made perfect sense. And since then, Ionescu has soaked in every bit of that experience, leading the Liberty to a first-ever championship title and earning Olympic gold. And just when it seemed like their coach-player bond couldn't grow any stronger, fate had one more twist in store. It all started when Caitlin Clark and Napheesa Collier, the top two fan vote-getters, were selected as All-Star captains and began drafting their teams live on ESPN. In a not-so-surprising move, Clark started by picking her Indiana Fever teammate Aaliyah Boston, followed by Sabrina Ionescu, then Aja Wilson, and Sada Sabali. Collier, not to be outdone, went full mastermind mode, drafting Brianna Stewart, Alicia Gray, Nneka Agwamike, and Paige Backers. But the real shocker came afterward. Though both captains had the option to trade players, they stood by their picks. Instead, out of nowhere, they traded coaches. "I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care," Clark said with a smirk, jokingly apologizing to the WNBA and ESPN if it violated draft protocol. But, of course, W did approve, and just like that, Sandy Brondello, originally assigned to Team Collier, became Team Clark's head coach.
I'm going to start with you here, Caitlin. You said you might be aggressive on the trade market once this opened up. Is there any player that you're looking to get to? And remember, it has to be apples to apples trade here. Starter for starter, reserve for reserve. The good news is you can't go wrong with this type of talent. Anyone looking to make a deal here?
To be completely honest, I love my team. I think they're great. I don't have any intentions of really trading any of them. I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care. But I think we've already discussed we are going to trade coaches. Fee's going to take her coach, Sandy Brondello. Let's get it. It's going to be amazing. Sorry, WNBA, if that's not in the rule. Sorry, ESPN, if that's not in the rules. But we just made it a rule. So, Sandy Brondello, come on over.
Whoa!
Let's get to it. You can coach Sabrina. So therefore, maybe Stewie wants to come on over to my team.
Whoa.
Let me know. Fee, you want to give me Stewie?
We have breaking news here. I don't know that I've heard of a coach being traded in the All-Star game. This is something that you're agreeing to, Fee. There's no terms to this deal.
I agree with Cheryl. I agree with the trade. I love Cheryl. She's my coach here. And you know what? That's just going to be worse for Team Clark because now we got more chemistry on our side. We got more synergy. We know what we expect from each other. So that was a bad move on your part, Caitlin. We're taking you down.
So yes, that's how the perfect team came together, not just for Clark and Collier, but also for Sabrina Ionescu, who is over the moon to be reunited with her Liberty coach on the All-Star bench. In fact, Ionescu couldn't help but joke. "You can't escape me," she said in a recent press conference. Brondello, too, was in good spirits, laughing it off and saying, "I got traded. My son hit me up. I've created history. This is awesome. I got traded as a coach. I get to coach Sabrina. I'm on Caitlin Clark's in Indianapolis. What a great show. So we'll get out there and have some fun." Brondello has a staked resume as a coach, which includes 2 WNBA championships and an Olympic bronze medal. And while this isn't her first time coaching an All-Star game, it is her first as Liberty's head coach and under unique circumstances, especially since the league had moved away from its traditional East versus West format, putting the power in the hands of fan-voted captains. And with coaches now also part of the mix, the Brondello versus Reeve showdown is set, and things are heating up fast. Because really, how could it not? When it's 2 championship coaches, 2 elite squads, and a sideline reunion that no one saw coming? Coach Brondello plus Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlin Clark are a deadly combo, So, while we've got Sandy Brondello with an impressive resume, Coach Cheryl Reeve is no less accomplished. After all, both coaches were selected to lead the All-Star teams because their squads held the best records in their respective conferences. The New York Liberty at 13-6 and the Minnesota Lynx at 17-2. Now, it's Team Fee and Reeve versus Team CC and Brondello, and this matchup brings even more excitement considering these two head coaches last faced each other in the 2024 WNBA Finals. While they've yet to meet this season, their rivalry is already well established. And yes, there's no doubt Sabrina Ionescu will do whatever it takes to help Brondello win another title, even on the All-Star stage. She has my trust, Brondello once said in an exclusive interview with Soy Football, referring to Ionescu. Of course, Ionescu is no small name herself. Selected number 1 overall in the 2020 WNBA draft, she has quickly established herself as one of the league's premier two-way players. Now in her 6th season with the Liberty, Ionescu boasts a stacked resume. For All-Star selections, 3 All-WNBA second-team honors, Skills Challenge Champion, 2022, 3-point Shootout Champion, 2023, and WNBA Champion, 2023. And not just that, she's also made league history by becoming the first player ever to record a 30-point triple-double, finishing with 31 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists on July 6th, 2022. Now, pair her with CC and her signature logo threes, and Team Collier is going to have a tough time keeping them contained. It's going to be an epic encounter, so be ready with drinks and beverages. Sandy Brondello is so cute. Welcome to Team Clark. And Sabrina Ionescu has hilarious reaction for Team Caitlin Clark's.
You may have been involved in the first ever coach trade of any All-Star game ever. Just want to get your thoughts on that in your mind. First for you, Leo.
They announced it? Yeah. That you got traded? Yeah. Oh, I got to go look at all that. Traded? I have no idea what the teams are.
Second time in history now. Jeez, as a player.
Yeah, I don't really care about individual play.
And I got traded, yes. My son hit me up after he goes, I've created history. This is awesome. I got traded as a coach. But look, I get to coach with Sabrina. I'm on Caitlin Clark's in Indianapolis. I mean, what a great show. So we'll go out there and have some fun.
Hello, congrats on the win. The question is for... My question, you guys ready to do battle with Brianna Stewart in Indianapolis?
Yeah, I'm going to trade for her too. Oh, that's okay. It's not my team anymore. I'm just rocking up.
Just in my draft, I'm super excited to get to Indiana and play with these players. Everyone is so talented, so you really couldn't go wrong. But I do think my team is very well-rounded. We got the rebounding, we got size, we got shooters, we got mama. We're going for the dub, baby. Let's go. Say go Team Fee.
Go Team Fee.
Yeah.
Get down, comment section. Tell us what you're thinking about this. Keep the bell on. Don't forget like and subscribe for daily updates.